CBS News coverage of the Gulf crisis, The Bold and the Beautiful, will not be seen today. The episode originally scheduled for today will be seen tomorrow at its regularly scheduled time. We now join As the World Turns, already in progress.
I'm very glad that you're here. I'm so sorry. You're safe now, though. And we'll all protect you.
What's this new job you want me to do for you?
How about a drink, Virgil?
Thanks.
As I told you on the phone, Holden Snyder has been making my daughter's life a living hell. He's a threat to her stability and her happiness, the whole family. I need you to eliminate that threat.
You're talking about your son-in-law, right, Mr. Lang?
Paul left?
Yeah,
Listen, I'm sorry for all that hassle.
you were just trying to help. I'm sure he'll understand that once he gets a chance to cool down.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I haven't seen him so shaken up in such a long time.
Andy, I'm afraid he was even more shaken up when he left. Whew, I wish you'd been here. I would have asked you first.
Why? What are you talking about?
Andy, he knew that we knew something, and that we were keeping something behind his back. It made him feel even worse. He said he was going to go find his mom and get the truth. He knew that she was doing something behind his back to break things off with him and Emily. I tried to stop him, and I told him.
Wait a minute, you didn't... You told him that you overheard a conversation between his mother and Gavin Kruger?
Yeah. Andy, I thought it would. I thought it would help. I didn't expect him. He just went all crazy.
Bobby, you've got to listen to me.
Lisa, I cannot live like this any longer. Every time anyone brought up Jennifer's name tonight, I thought I was going to go crazy.
All right. Now, just sit down, please. Please sit down and listen to what I have to say, darling. You are not thinking straight right now. Now, I know that Dr. Michaels told you to tell Hal the truth. Barbara, I am convinced that is the worst thing you can possibly do. Just take some time to think, because once you've told Hal, there's something you can never, ever take back.
Lisa, I can't go on like this. I am a nervous wreck, and he knows there's something wrong.
Well, honey, of course. I mean, you've been going through so much, and I know how upset you are about Paul and Emily.
Why would you be upset about Emily and me, Mom?
Honey! Oh, honey, when did you get home? Oh,
A few hours ago.
why didn't you call me?
Well, I stopped by the office and you weren't there. I called the house, but Miss Myers says you and Hal are here.
It is so good to see you. But you look a little tired.
I'm not tired. You know that's not what's bothering me.
What do you mean?
Same old innocent act, huh? You just can't imagine what's gone wrong.
Why, Paul?
Hey, Paul, how you doing, Ace? It's good to see you. When did you get back?
A couple hours ago.
Yeah?
We'll be back in just a minute. Come on, give you two a chance to catch up.
Hey, I'm glad you found us. I thought it would be good to just get your mom out for a while, be with some friends, you know?
Why's that? Mom must be on the top of the world. Everything's working out perfectly for her.
Uh-oh, what's the matter with you?
A lot, but it's not your problem, so don't get worried about it.
No, don't say that. I want to help you. What happened? You and Emily have a fight? You got problems?
Hal, you got a phone call from the station. Joel Higgins.
Oh, great. Okay, listen. We got to talk, okay?
Welcome home.
Thanks, Tom.
So Margot and I are joining Larry and Franny for some after-dinner drinks. Would you like to join us?
I appreciate the offer, but I'm real tired from the trip.
So you and Emily set the date?
No.
Well, when you do, tell me first, and I'll throw you a bachelor party you won't soon forget, okay? See you later.
Thanks. Lisa, where's my mom?
She'll be out in just a minute. I don't have any idea what you want to discuss with her, but I think you should know that Barbara is going through a real rough time right now. So don't you say anything that's going to upset her more.
Listen, Paul, I gotta get down to the station. Will you do me a favor? Make sure your mother gets home okay?
Yeah, sure.
And maybe you can wait around home till I get there, because I really think we should talk, all right?
Thanks, Hal.
Okay.
Look, Lisa, just tell my mom I'll be back 4.5 hours. I just gotta get out of this place.
No, wait, just a minute. Just remember what I said. Look, your mother needs you. She needs you more than she ever has before. So don't you say things that are going to make things worse.
I thought if he knew the truth, he'd stay and talk it over with you. I didn't expect him to go rushing off to the Mona Lisa.
When are you gonna learn? When are you gonna learn? You blab your mouth off and you don't even think.
Where are you going?
I'm going to track down Paul before he goes off on his mom in front of everybody at the Mona Lisa.
And I'm coming with you.
No, you're not. Stay here. Stay here.
Seen me and had no idea where I was.
That's good.
I know that call must have frightened you, but you know that you're safe here. I just hate it that everyone has to lie to protect me.
Well, I wish you'd had somebody to protect you from him a lot sooner. Is Iva still upstairs?
Yeah, I think so.
How about Caleb?
Oh, he went to sleep. He's exhausted.
I need to talk to her. I'll be back in a minute.
I hope you understand why Holden told me about your father.
Oh, yes, I do. I know he doesn't want to have any secrets from you.
Angel, I don't even know what to say. I can't change what happened to you. But I'll do anything that I can to help you now. And you must know that there is no reason to be guilty or embarrassed about anything.
People keep telling me that. I wish I could believe it.
I had something happen to me that hurt me so much that it changed how I felt about myself. When I found out that Derek had married me because he and his father wanted my inheritance, I thought in some strange way that I was responsible for that. I felt that, I mean, if I loved and trusted a man like that, then something was terribly wrong with me. But at the hospital in Switzerland, there was this psychiatrist, and he helped me see that it was Derek and his father who were sick, not me. And you'll realize the same thing. It's your father who was twisted. He abused your trust. He was wrong.
Iva tells me that I should go into therapy, but I don't know. I could never talk about this with a stranger.
I know that it would be difficult at first. But please don't rule it out. I know how much it helped me to be able to talk to somebody who was objective.
Iva's going to take off from work tomorrow. She'll stay here with you.
Oh, I appreciate it, but I've disrupted her life too much already.
Iva doesn't think so. And neither do we.
No, I know you want to be free so you can...
Remember what I told you on the plane? We're gonna take it one day at a time, okay?
Sure, I'd know him anywhere. I've seen him many times at Lily Walsh's place when I was there trying to scare her off.
I'd like it to look like an accident. But there may not be time for that. Because I'd like it done quickly. This can't be traced. Just don't leave any fingerprints or evidence behind if you have to use it.
Yeah, he was in the foyer about 15 minutes ago.
Is Barbara here? Did you see her?
Well, Barb just went upstairs, but I think she saw him. She was talking about how glad she was that he was back.
Listen, would you ask Barbara if she sees Paul again to call me? I'll be at Duke's, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
So where's Courtney?
Was it a full moon tonight? Ooh.
So, how does it feel to be ensconced in a big boss's office?
Actually, I've inherited a few problems along with the privileges.
I'll let me guess, a little inter-office jealousy?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, I'm sure you can handle it. I know how good you are at office politics.
Well, now, how would you know that?
I met you through Bill Milliken, remember? He was at Meridian long before you were, and by the time you left, He was reporting to you.
Well, I had a few lucky breaks. It hurt him.
Oh, it wasn't luck. You always knew which card to play when.
Maybe I learned that trick from you.
What?
Tom.
What?
You know, I may not be the most desirable right now, but it's not entirely my fault.
Honey, don't be silly. You've never been more beautiful.
Yeah, well, then why are you staring right past me to Lucinda's new assistant? Here, honey.
Yeah, Larry, too.
I am, Joanna.
Hey, I was looking, but you know what I was thinking?
No, I don't. No, you know, we're in public, honey, so
I was thinking she was very nice looking, but she can't hold a candle to you.
It's the bro man. Hey, wait a minute. I thought you and Courtney were still at Ellen's.
Well, we were.
Let me guess. You guys got in a fight?
That girl couldn't shut her mouth to save her own life. She blabbed something to Paul and just made a lot of trouble for everybody.
Wait, I thought Paul was in L.A. with Emily.
No, he's back. But if you see him, don't say anything. I think that he and Emily have broken up.
You're kidding. Why? Well, I thought he was crazy about her. What happened? Do you know?
Paul, I'm going to tell your mother that you're back.
Thank you.
You remember what I said to you. Don't you do or say anything that's going to upset her.
Mom, who were you talking to on the phone when I got here?
Biter, honey.
Oh, well, I thought I heard you thank them for doing you a big favor.
Honey, he was just a buyer from New York, and he's going to take an exclusive with BRO, that's all.
I thought maybe you were talking to Gavin Kruger.
Now, why would I be talking to Gavin Kruger? I barely know him, let alone know where he is. Thank you for coming back to get your mother. While you were gone, Andy stopped by to see you, and he said that you can call him over at Duke's house. Why don't you call him right now?
It's not important.
Honey, something is bothering you. What is it?
I don't want to talk to you about it here. We'll talk about it when we get home.
Now, can I get you a soda or something?
No, I won't be staying long.
Hold on. Hello?
Hi, I just called the restaurant. Lisa said you and Paul had left.
Yeah, we just got home.
Oh, well, look, I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, but I wanted to warn you. I think something's really bothering Paul. I think he and Emily have hit, kind of a rough spot.
Oh, well, I'll keep that in mind. Oh, she's sound asleep, honey. She's so cute. I love you, too. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hal's a little worried about you.
Let's leave Hal out of this, okay?
Out of what?
You know, I knew you never liked Emily. But I started to believe that you'd accepted her because I loved her so much.
That's true, Paul. I was never very wild about your engagement to her, and I thought that you've rushed into things, and I've been very frightened that you would elope.
So you had to do everything in your power to mess it up for me?
No, that's not true. I'll be right back, okay? And we'll finish this conversation.
Does anybody want more tea?
No, thank you.
All right, well, I'll see if Ivan wants some.
We had a good talk. She was very kind to me.
She's on your side, Angel. We all are.
Holden, I'm very worried about something. I can't stop thinking of what you said about Barkley, about Daddy threatening him. I'm so afraid I may have put my brother in terrible danger.
Would you like for me to call him? Henry may answer.
Would you try?
Sure. If Henry answers, I'll just tell him I need to speak to Barkley on business.
Damn. I gotta warn Holden.
You talking to yourself now?
What do you care what I do?
I want you to tell me where your sister is.
I don't know. Angel doesn't confide in me anymore, and I can't say that I blame her.
I'm sure she'll be in touch soon, and I want to know the minute you hear. You understand?
I won't do anything to help you find her.
You ever defy my wishes again, you will rot in prison for embezzlement.
What is the matter with you? Don't you have any conscience about what you've done? Why didn't you look for help instead of sending me to the shrink for all those years because I couldn't face what our ugly family sees?
Not another word, Barkley!
All those years that you were doing that with Angel, there's one thing I couldn't understand. That you love her. How in God's name could you do that to her? Your own flesh and blood. Why? How did it start?
Don't you ever ask me that again. Not ever. You understand?
You are not thinking straight right now. It would be a terrible mistake to tell Hal. Lord knows what it would do to him and your marriage if he ever found out Jennifer is not his child.
Well, I am sorry for all the interruptions. Now, why don't you tell me what you're so angry about?
I think you know.
Oh, Hal mentioned something about a problem with Emily.
Yeah, it's over. She gave me the ring back.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry.
You're good. You know that? You're real good. Acting sympathetic, surprised.
I am surprised, Paul. What happened?
Why don't you ask your little friend Gavin Kruger? I mean, you should be giving him a call soon anyway to thank him for all his help.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, Paul.
Give it a break, Mom. A friend of mine heard you on the phone with him, thanking him for all of his help with Emily. You know, the sad thing is that I wasn't even that surprised. I mean, I guess I kind of expected it all along. I just didn't want to believe that my own mother would do that to me.
I was only thinking of you.
Cut the bull, please!
It's true. I'm glad she broke it off with you now before you married her. If she'd loved you the way a woman should love a man,
don't you talk to me about how a woman should love a man. Here you are taking off to Europe last year, putting Hal through hell, and you didn't even give a damn.
That's not true. I was going through my own hell.
Yeah, you were terrified that he might find you. And now I understand why.
I was very confused.
And you know, even after he found you, you still weren't honest with him?
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, yes, you do. You lied to your own husband, Mom. All this time, you let him believe that Jennifer was his kid. When she's not. Don't deny it, Mom. I heard Lisa on the phone
Well, you
earlier.
misunderstood.
Stop! Just stop with the lies. I'm tired of them.
I'd give anything in the world if Jennifer were Hal's baby. But she's not. And he loves her very much.
So who is the father, anyway? Is it Brian? Or maybe Franco? Could be Gavin Kruger's. You know what? Don't even bother. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. I just feel very sorry for Hal.
Please don't tell him. I'm going to tell him myself. I made up my mind. You obviously heard me tell Lisa that. Please promise me that you won't tell him.
I'm not going to promise you anything. Maybe I'd be doing Hal a favor if I told him. Show him what kind of person you really are. Before he has to find out the hard way, just like I did.
Paul! Paul!
I was about to turn in.
Oh, I was hoping to say goodnight to her.
Well, I'm sure she'd like that. She also asked me to tell you that if you have any trouble sleeping, don't hesitate to wake her up.
That's so sweet of her. Oh, Lily, are you going to stay the night tonight?
I haven't decided.
I hope you do.
You wouldn't mind?
No, I wouldn't mind. I think it'd be nice to have you here.
You were wonderful with her.
You're right. She's changed towards me.
So you're gonna stay the night?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I'll come by and see you in the morning. Hello?
Holden, Barkley. I tried to call you before, but the line was busy.
I tried to call you. Angel's here at the farm, and she's very worried about you.
I'm all right. How is she?
Better. She feels safer here.
Good. I'm glad she's there.
She needs your help, Barkley. You've got to find it within yourself to help her.
I can't. Dad'll have me prosecuted for embezzlement if I stand up against him. I don't want to go to prison, Holden. I can't face that.
Do you want to talk to Angel?
No. I've let her down enough already. Just give her my love. There's something else, Holden. Dad had a man over tonight, the same man he had hired to harass Lily. Dad gave him a gun. I saw it. You don't know how much he hates you, Holden. You're a real threat to him now that you know about him and Angel. I wanted to warn you.
Thanks. I will. Bye-bye. Barkley sends his love. I think he was a little too ashamed to talk to you.
Oh, no. None of this was his fault. He was only a boy when it happened. How could he have stopped my father? His life has been ruined as much as mine. Poor Barkley.
You going to work tomorrow?
Depends how drunk I get tonight, Dad. All those years, I knew what you were doing to my sister, but there's one thing I could never figure out, Dad. I know you love Angel. How in God's name could you do that to her? Your own flesh and blood. Why? How did it start?
Mom, please don't drink anymore tonight.
What, are you spying on me?
No. I heard you and Dad fighting before we went out. Are you all right?
Sure, I'm just fine. Feeling no pain. I don't want you worrying about me, sweetheart. I made a big mistake when I married your father, but this helps. A lot.
Why do you stay with him if you hate him so?
Don't you know? I do it for you. No divorce. That's what he wants. So he can give the company to those brats from his first marriage. But Lang Furniture is gonna be yours someday. I'm gonna see to it.
You don't have to do that for me. I don't want you to.
But I do everything for you, Henry. Don't you know that? I go on living with a man who doesn't love me. Treats me like dirt.
I hate to see you so unhappy. I want to help you.
Oh. Just be my good boy. That's all I've ever asked. Just love me as much as I love you. Oh, Henry, love me.
Scholarship winner to try and lure him away from M&A.
I don't like talking about the scholarship, so I would appreciate it if you just didn't bring that up with anyone, all right?
Well, surely you put it on your resume when Walsh hired you.
Yeah, I did, but I wish I hadn't. I don't want to talk about it, all right? So, how is it working at M&A?
It's a good little company on its way up, but it's got a long way to go to catch up with Walsh.
Yeah, but you're on the ground floor of it, though. How is it working with Lily?
She's very impressive. Intelligent, lots of drive and imagination.
And beautiful, too.
Yeah, but I get the feeling she's deeply involved.
You're right.
And what about you? Watching you with Lafferty tonight, I get the feeling you just might be interested. Rich, powerful.
I find Cal interesting, too. Also, this one executive that I work closely with at Walsh.
Well, I wish Barb would have been able to join us. You know, I'm kind of worried about her. She seemed very much on edge tonight.
Well, she's just exhausted. She's working too much and the new baby, all that, you know?
No, Tommy, I don't think so. I think it's more than that. Larry,
Do you think it's possible that she could be suffering from postpartum depression?
No, I think she's just having trouble adjusting to the responsibilities of having a new baby. You know, it's never easy, and along with all her other responsibilities.
Huh. Would you think it would help if I talked with her?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Don't worry, Barbara's going to take care of it herself, I'm sure.
Oh, boy, do I see Marla and Cal fussing over Kate. Hey, why don't you invite your dad over, huh?
No, I don't think so. I didn't get a chance to tell you, but me and Dad had it out again over at the hospital.
Oh, no, Tom, what'd you say this time?
Well, I told him what it took for you and I to get our marriage back together. I told him you had to make a choice and let me know that you had made it, and he's not doing that. He hasn't even given up Susan yet, and so I don't blame Kim for the way she feels, and I told him if he doesn't make a choice soon, he's going to lose her for good.
What?
Well, that's what I told him.
Hi, I saw the lights on.
Morning, gang's all here.
Hi, what's up?
Well, Tom and I agreed that we're not going to involve you in any police business, but I knew you'd be dying of curiosity about why I was called down to the station, so I thought I'd come by and tell you so you can sleep better.
Well, you're right.
Make it dull and uninteresting.
It is dull and uninteresting. Okay. Higgins called me down at the station because he picked up 2 suspects in the break-ins. They both had previous records, but they both had alibis, and I had to stay until we checked them out. That's it.
Man, when are we going to catch these guys who are pulling these jobs?
It's not any concern anymore.
Yeah, that's right. It's not any of your concern. I gotta get going.
All right, no, can't you stay for some coffee or some cookies?
No, thanks, son. I gotta get home and talk to Paul. Even in that case.
Yeah. You think it's possible to arrange Lila's schedule so that I can take her and Katie down to Waco to visit Meg?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, well, now, it mustn't interfere with the bachelor auction.
Well, Lisa, speaking of this bachelor auction, I don't know how Larry feels, but I don't know as I like the idea of being looked over like a prize bull. I mean, what if neither one of us brings a high prize? How are we going to hold up our heads in this town?
You know, I had the same thought.
What if we pooled our resources and made a nice fat contribution to the hospital?
Good idea.
Oh, it's a bad idea. No. I think it's about time you boys learned what it was like to be just kind of trotted out on a runway and let everybody goggle all over you, you know. Be sex objects for a change. I might just have to bid on 2, 3. What are you wearing, huh?
Hi. I was just at Duke's. We're looking for Andy. He wasn't there. Is he here?
No, he's not. Come on in. Come on in.
Thanks. Do you mind if I talk to Franny?
No, go ahead.
Thank you. Hi. I messed things up.
I hate leaving you.
You're only going to be as far as Cal's, and I will be fine.
Thanks for being so nice to Angel.
Well, I'm glad she knows she's got a friend. And that resentment that I used to sense, it's all gone.
Well, I'm glad she's here, or I know she's safe. But she can't stay here forever. I've got to help her find the strength to press charges against Henry.
That's going to take some time, Holden.
Thanks for being here for me. And helping me through all this.
I'll wait for you as long as it takes.
You better get inside before you catch cold.
I love you.
I love you.
Clogged up, Emily. I'll get it fixed in no time. Emily, it's so wonderful living here with you. I never thought I could be this happy.
Paul! It's Andrew.
I come in? Yeah. Come on in. I just don't want to hear any comforting words about Emily, okay?
Look, I know that Courtney blabbed her mouth off to you about the conversation she overheard between your mom and Gavin Kruger. Look, I'm sorry.
Well, don't be. At least Courtney was straight with me. Because, you know, if I had gone to my mom and asked her, she would have denied it. And I probably would have believed her. She is such a terrific liar.
So you talked to your mom then?
Yeah, I did. And you know what? She did deny it until I told her that I knew. Found out something else while I was there. I could blow her marriage right out of the water if I went to hell with it.
What's the point? That's not gonna bring Emily back.
No. Nothing's gonna bring Emily back. I've got my mom to thank for that. Maybe I should give her a taste of her own medicine.
Oh, don't talk like that. Look in your eye. You remind me of...
What?
Nothing.
No, go ahead, Andy. Who do I remind you of?
Your father?
Well, Jennifer's sleeping like an angel. Gee, I wish Paul hadn't left. Did he tell you what was bothering him?
Emily gave him back his ring.
Oh, hell. I was hoping it wasn't gonna be that.
She called the whole thing off.
This must be tearing him apart. Maybe he should spend some time with us, huh?
No, honey, I think he wants to be alone.
Well, another relationship on the rocks. You know, I was thinking about Bob and Kim tonight. My God, it was only one night. Why can't Kim get past that?
Because she was terribly hurt.
Yeah. But they love each other. They've got a family. And she's got to be able to find a way to forgive him. Look at Tom and Margot. I mean, Tom might never have forgiven Margot for what happened with me, but he did, and now they're going to have this child of their own.
I admire him for the way he handled it.
Hey, so do I, believe me. I do. But I think the people who really love each other should be able to understand and forgive almost anything.
I believe that, too.
Well, I'm gonna call Paul before it gets too late, see how he is.
Hal, wait. There's something I have to tell you. Something I've wanted to tell you for a long time.
What?
Earlier today, you told me there was nothing I could tell you that you wouldn't understand.
And I meant it. Look, Barbara, something's been eating away at you for weeks now. What is it?